Hey everybody, so week 2 here, and the reading I thought was kind of funny because it's really short, and you might think, well, what kind of Bible study is this? But this is a really interesting thing. Each verse group that we read for week 2 has to do with the way Paul opens his letters, and a lot of times we'll read through things like that and think, okay, I got to get past this part and we get into the meat and potatoes, but we're missing something very important. There's a lot to learn from how Paul opens his letters and his perspective, the way he sees himself. And one of those things that he really portrays there is servanthood. Paul always approaches it as, a servant of Christ, or he is in chains for Christ, and that he is, a slave to the Spirit. But he doesn't say it like, I'm a slave and it's awful. He's saying it like, praise God, I am a slave for my Creator, and he is just all about it. But he never holds himself up like, here I am, this great apostle doing amazing things. It's this amazing perspective of lowliness. And if you think about it, Jesus, it even talks about this in Philippians, Jesus, being the nature of God himself, did not elevate himself to that level. Rather, he lowered himself in the form of a servant, going even further to be in the form of us, and lowered himself to us, showing us how to be a servant. And so Paul, trying to emulate that, is saying, I am a servant of Christ, just as Christ is a servant of the Father. And so, I'd like to just ask you guys, you're going throughout your week. Last week we were talking about being joyful in all circumstances. So, focusing on joy in all circumstances and servanthood, you might think, okay, so what do those things have to do with each other? And an interesting fact is that you actually increase serotonin levels. There's a scientific, physical response your body has when you help others. It's a wonderful thing. And Amy, I'm sure many of you have helped somebody. To see that gratification on somebody's face, to know you made somebody's life better, it's one of the greatest things in the world. It's kind of like we were created to do it. Go figure. And so Paul is telling us, hey, I'm a servant of Christ. I'm doing these things. I'm doing it because I love the Lord, and the Lord loves me, and I love you guys, and I want to make your life better. I want you to experience this joy that I have. And so, as you go throughout this week, once again, you might be going through some hard times. It depends. I don't even know what day it is for you watching this right now. But I know the future is going to hold some difficult situations. And I know that there are people going through difficult situations right now. But you can always find a situation to where you can help somebody. And it could even be saying hello, a smile, helping somebody carry their groceries, holding the door for somebody. Just those little things can be a huge thing. All the way to, hey, let me tell you, somebody who's saying, I need some hope in my life, and sharing your life story with them and how the Lord has helped you. And especially with you all doing this Bible study together, I think it'd be important for you all to share how the Lord has used you in a way of being a servant, how you've been a servant to somebody else. And it's very encouraging to hear other people's perspectives. And then also, throughout this week, remember to ask the Lord to use you. Say, I'm ready. Put me in there and give me opportunities to be your servant this week. But be ready, because if you ask, he's going to answer you, and life gets exciting.